Where is Roy Williams? That's the question relatives are asking as they accuse the funeral home of taking the wrong body to the church in Westmoreland. They say they will be reporting the matter to the police as they continue to search for answers. Kimberly Petty reports.
The moment Angie MacDonald raised an alarm as the man in the casket did not resemble her brother, Roy Williams. The grieving woman said she and several other relatives traveled from the United States to lay her brother Roy Williams and his cousin Ashley Herbert to rest. The double funeral later turned chaotic after they realized the funeral home sent the wrong body to the church.
Both bodies came in. I was viewing the cousin, which is Bob, and then my sister Precious, she came over to me and said, come and look. So when I went and looked, I realized it wasn't him, so I screamed out and said, that's not my brother. And then that draws attention, and the workers were telling us that it's him, and I know that it's not him.
The family said they opted to go on with the funeral for their other relative, but once it ended,
we took it from there. I decided that he's not going to be buried, so everything just changed. My whole family, we came to the islands and we had them strip the body down. And we realized that it's not him. Members from the infirmary were called because they were the ones who work with him. And when they came, they say it wasn't him. There was a member of staff who came first, but the looks on her face proved to us that it's not him, because she would have said a resounding yes, but she didn't say anything. And then she went and called her matron. When the matron came with the inspector of poor as well. And when they came, the matron said, it's not him.
The deceased man's niece, Kamisha Blake, told TVJ News that her uncle was living at the Savannah Lamar Infirmary as per his wishes. After his passing, persons at the infirmary helped in identifying him. She believes the funeral home did not do its due diligence.
Because when the people from infirmary came to identify the body, and the lady said, where's the wristband that we put on his hand when we tagged him? And nobody has an answer. They're saying, oh, the wristband, one of the workers said, oh, the wristband is right there. She said, no, we tagged him when he died. Numerous people, the person that wrapped him at the infirmary said, that's not the body that I wrapped.
So it's just confusion. Last night I didn't even sleep. I had all kind of dreams. So it's just frustrating. So we really need answers.
The families say the funeral home hasn't been cooperative as they made their way there earlier Monday to get answers.
We're not getting any words. We need words to find out where his body is. I'm making a few suggestions to them so they maybe can, make changes to find out where he went, because obviously he didn't walk out of there. We heard that there was a burial last week or whatever, and she said she don't know about that. And then she said, I had already called my lawyer, and she's a no-nonsense person. Why would you want to intimidate us about your lawyer?
It's almost midday, and nobody has gotten a phone call to say, okay, this is the next step, da-da-da-da. We don't know. So now we're feeling like it's time for us to even visit the police station and file a police report because you guys lost our deceased uncle.
Our news team was unsuccessful in getting an official comment from the funeral home on camera, but a representative would only say they will be guided by the police and further suggests a DNA test be done on the deceased man to confirm whether or not he is Roy Williams. Kimberly Petty, TVJ News.